first one is you joined this session like Sony. So what's the difference have you noticed in the team atmosphere or playing style before and after he arrived?
After he arrives,
Before and after he arrived.
Sonny has been amazing since he arrived. He brings energy to the team. He's a guy that makes a lot of jokes in the locker room and even on the pitch. And we all know his quality on the pitch. He's an unbelievable football player, soccer player, and for sure he's gonna help us. He's been amazing with Tottenham, with all the team that he played for, and yeah, it's having him here. It's a privilege for us, and we're gonna take him on our side and help him the best that we can.
Hi, I'm
Yes.
from SBS. So, in training so far, what it's been like linking up with Son and the like midfield to attack Federation?
It's been amazing. The guys next to me, the midfielders, are amazing players that make the job easier. And with Sonny on the in front of us, with his run, with his control of the ball, and everything that he's doing, is just make the job easier for us to get. When we have the ball, we have more time on the ball. We can pick up passes for him and for the others. So it's just a guy that make us the job easier.
Nate, if you would, just kind of give us your thoughts about training this week um, and how it's been working with Sonny since he has joined the team.
Okay, sounds good. Yeah, I think training this week has been good. It's been, the first week or second week that we've had where we don't have two games in between or two games in a week. So, we had a lot of time to recuperate, regenerate, and just be ready for this next game. Every game matters now till the end of the season, and yeah, we just want to finish as high on the table as possible. As for Sonny, I think he's an awesome addition. He's a great player, great guy. I think there's a lot that we could learn from him, everybody, including myself, and yeah, he already showed how dangerous he is in his debut, and hopefully he could do it even more.
Hi, my name is Olivia from Korea Daily. I have one question. So you played the full 90 minutes in Chicago games. Did the way you managed the game or your options change before, after, and after Son came on? And if so, what way did you adjust your tempo or style of play?
Yeah, I think whoever's on the field, you have to play to their strengths and try to help them out. And obviously, Sonny's super fast, so maybe the through balls were more on, when he came in. And so yeah, I just try to give him the best advantage he could get, and he made great runs and he helped us, and I try to help him.
Next question, Jim.
Hi, my name is Kayla. I'm from SBS, Korean language TV news section. So I have one quick question. So as a forward, how do you see Son's arrival changing the way defenses line up against you?
I think it's just another super dangerous threat. We already have Denis Bouanga, who's one of the best in the league, and if anything, it's going to help him out more, just because it's another guy to worry about, another guy to be super scared of, and I think all defenses should be worried.
Hey Nate, George with Reuters. I just wanted to ask you, in terms of that learning factor, having Sonny's experience in Europe and bringing that over to the MLS and the club, what are you most excited to work, to kind of learn from him on and off the pitch?
I think just the intensity. I think he's always intense. He just shows his level always. He doesn't really, maybe at least so far he hasn't taken really a lighter day. He's always just on top of it, and I just kind of have to follow that and respect it, and just take what I could get from his experience.
Seeing none, we will end with one last question. Playing in between Denis and Son, what is that experience like for you in the first game, and how do you see that for you going forward? How does your game work with theirs?
I think they're both just dangerous players, so it's going to help me out, because if everybody's worried about them, then maybe they'll be less worried about me. And, if I do good enough, then, maybe they'll be more worried about me for a second, and then that helps them get open. And so, I think that's what it is.
Thanks, Nate.
Two questions.
Yes.
The first one is, how was the Sony chemistry with other players for today training? And then second
second one is what are you looking for, Sonny, for the next game? This coming up next game.
Yeah, the chemistry couldn't be better. I think he's integrated himself in a very quick manner, in a very positive manner. He's very open, forthcoming, um, communicative, and he has a lot of charisma. And something I wasn't expecting is he's very open with some of our younger players and sharing his experiences already, and they're getting to know each other process. So it's been amazing with him so far, and really looking forward to see how that progresses into possibly a leadership role in the future for him. And on the field, what we expect of every attacker is production, in assists and goals, and he's done that in training, and he did in his first game, the first half hour with LAFC in Chicago, and we expect more of that, and I'm pretty sure he expects that of himself as well. Mm-hmm.
George?
Oh, hey, Coach. Coach, this is George with Reuters. It's kind of a two-pronged question. In terms of the camaraderie, I think you talked a little bit about it. Nate shared that, he's a hard worker, and that's kind of rubbing off already. So can you talk a little bit about the camaraderie that you've seen already within the training sessions? And then secondly, the victories on the road are very important. Can we expect to see Sonny out on the starting 11 in this coming up road trip?
You can expect us to post a lineup 90 minutes prior to the game. Yeah, I think his work rate in training, his professionalism is definitely something of an added bonus, and our younger players can definitely look to him as an example. As was Olivier Giroud, as was Giorgio Chiellini, and so I think, and Hugo Lloris, and I think these types of players do not reach those levels of the game without being top pros and putting in the hard work. I can share some of Sonny's sprint distances in training dwarf some of our other players, and I think that is something we will definitely share with the group. And if you want to play at his level, then there is no sugarcoating it. You need to run, and you need to run at the right moments and to the right spaces. And it's a wonderful example. But again, this is professional sports, and we will judge everybody by their performances in games, and Sonny as well.
Okay.
Hi, Coach. I'm Caitlin from SPS.
Hi.
So, first of all, how quickly do you think Son's adapting to the LAFC style of play? And then secondly, with both Denis and Son available for the left wing position, how do you plan to utilize them in the upcoming games?
We've been we at LAFC. When we recruit players, we talk about certain profiles fitting the way we want to play, and we've been doing this for many years now. And all along the way, I can tell you for at least the last 5 years that we have been talking about a player like Sonny, a profile like Sonny, and to now have the profile actually here that we were speaking about for many years. Should answer that question in itself. What he is as a player is exactly how we envision our attackers to be. Somebody who's constantly moving, attacking spaces, can combine, but also hurt teams, on the counter attack, can break teams down in a deep block. So he is a complete package for the way we interpret attackers. Other clubs may have different ideas, but for us, he's definitely our profile. Whether he comes through the middle and Denis on the left, or sometimes Denis more towards the middle or on the left, we're open to our attackers interchanging positions, and we like to scout players who can play in all three positions across the front three. Having that said, throughout the 90 minutes, the players are in complete control of what they want to do and where they want to be on the field. And from what I've seen in training, all of our attackers, whether it's Nate, David, Sonny, and Denis, all four have shown good understanding of each other and interchanging of positions. So I look forward to creating some chaos in the back lines of our opponents moving forward. And I would think that Sonny probably comes more through the middle than he does on the flanks.
Hi, my name is Youngjae from Korea Daily. My question is about the team atmosphere and fan impacts. So, what's the positive changes or influence has Son brought to the team? And also, recently, many Son's fans have attended the match, And do you feel this support has impact on player performance, like motivation?
Yeah, I think bringing a high profile player in like Sonny has definitely given the group some put some wind in our sails and give us some motivation for sure as a group. If I were a player on LAFC and I have a player like Sonny coming in, I would be very happy. And I can tell you by the reactions from the players that that is the case. And having a player who can finish plays, having a player who can make the team better, can definitely motivate other players and give our team an advantage over other teams, and that's exactly what we're looking for. And from the first half hour in Chicago, I think that's what we saw. And now it's a matter of replicating that, but hopefully now for a little longer than a half an hour in New England or in Boston.
Any other questions on site? And seeing none online, that'll do. Thank you, Coach.
Okay, great. Thank you. Good day.
Thanks, Coach.